Dear students, today we are going to talk about an essay by T.S. Eliot titled Tradition and Individual Talent. Hope you have already gone through the text. The essay has three sections. The first section is about his concept of tradition, second one his theory of impersonality, and the third one is a conclusion. In the first part, Eliot develops his concept of tradition. He says that tradition is of a much wider significance. His key idea is that his concept, his sense of tradition is not inherited but can be obtained by great labor. He also comments that it requires a historical sense, and he explained it the historical sense as perceptions not only of the pastness of the past but of its presence. This is very important because he is not talking about the concept of tradition in the traditional sense of the term. On the other hand, he suggests that tradition is also about the present. So it's a kind of juxtaposition of past and present together. This is from a quote from the text. He says that the historical sense compels a man to write not merely with his own generation in his bonds, but with the feeling that the whole of the literature of Europe, from Homer, and within it the whole of the literature of his own country, has a simultaneous existence and composes a simultaneous order. This means a European writer has to be conscious of his own generation, the whole of European literature from Homer to the present, and literature of his own country. In other words, when a writer is writing in the present, his work is not just a work in the present, but on the other hand, his work joins the great literary traditions of Europe. Also, it's also a part of British literary tradition. I can give you an example from Malayalam. Samudrashila is a novel by Subhash Chandran written in Malayalam. So when Subhash Chandran is writing in contemporary Malayalam, his novel is not just for his time. Simultaneously, it became a part of Malayalam literature and also a part of great Indian literature from Valmiki to the present. In this view, tradition is not dead, instead it is very dynamic. This point is made clear in this quotation where he says that the past should be altered by the present as much as the present is directed by the past. His view of tradition is very clear here. He believes that tradition is in fact a dynamic presence which can change our present, and present is something that is put strong enough to change the past. In this section, Eliot develops his theory of impersonality, which is very important in literary criticism, where he says that poets are required to depersonalize their emotion. In this view, he questions the romantic notion of poets as creators, but instead he suggests that poets as medium of varied feelings to enter into new combinations. Here the role of the poet is a medium for the poetic process to happen, not as the creators. Here Eliot separates poet as a human being and poets as a producer of literature. What he says is the emotions and feelings of the poet should not find direct presence in the poetic creation. If this is the case, then what is the role of the poet? Eliot says the role of the poet in poetic composition to that of a catalyst in a chemical reaction. The catalyst makes the process happen without leaving its trace in the final product. Similarly, good writers are in fact medium of creating wonderful art, but their personality, their personal emotions and feelings should not be found in the text. It is not the greatness or the intensity of the emotions, the components, but the intensity of the artistic process, the pressure under which the fusion takes place. So Eliot argues that the intensity of the personal experiences of the poet has no role to play in making a wonderful piece of art. Is this clearer to you? I can give you one example from Malayalam. where the short story writer N.S. Madhavan once criticized Vaikam Muhammad Bashir because he is celebrated because of his experiences, personal experiences put into literature. Even if an author doesn't have any experience of what he is writing about, that doesn't make his writing good or bad. This is the conclusion part where Eliot says, poetry is not a turning loose of emotion but an escape from it. It is not the expression of personality but an escape from personality. You may contrast this with that of romantic idea of creativity. As Eliot remarked, honest criticism is directed at poetry, not at poet. He says that the emotion of art is impersonal. Authors' personal emotions have nothing to do with emotion of art. It is in fact impersonal. In order to create wonderful arts, artists have to surrender themselves to the work to be done. Thanks.